Mark and Jenna's 9-year marriage had been the foundation of their life together in Portland. Their world revolved around their 7-year-old son Liam. Mark, a contractor, devoted himself to providing for the family, while Jenna thrived in her marketing career. Despite long hours and hectic schedules, their bond appeared steady, until one evening, when Mark came home early and walked into the living room to find Jenna with Chris, a coworker. Their closeness left no room for doubt. Her awkward attempt to introduce Chris as just a colleague didn't fool him. Later, text messages Mark discovered confirmed the affair. Devastated, he told Jenna to leave, ending their marriage in a single night. The betrayal cut to the core. Jenna pleaded for forgiveness, insisting it was a reckless mistake fueled by loneliness and neglect, but Mark couldn't bring himself to accept her words. The fact that it had happened under the same roof where Liam slept made it intolerable. With calm resolve, he told her to move out for their son's sake. Jenna went to stay with a friend, sending constant apologies, while Mark turned his focus to shielding Liam from the turmoil. He met with a lawyer and set divorce proceedings in motion, determined to reclaim his dignity after her disloyalty. Life without Jenna felt hollow. Mark managed school drop-offs, soccer practices, and bedtime routines alone, all while wrestling with simmering anger at the thought of Chris in his home. Meanwhile, Jenna, crushed by guilt, cut ties with Chris, started therapy, and tried to show remorse. Their contact was reduced to co-parenting arrangements, civil but tense, for Liam's sake. Nights were sleepless for Mark, haunted by doubts. Had his endless work hours driven her away? Yet no explanation could outweigh her decision to bring another man into their family's sanctuary. Then, one stormy night, a knock sounded at Mark's door. Standing there was Chris, unkempt, uneasy, and asking to talk. Mark's rage surged. How dare he come here? Chris admitted to the affair, claiming Jenna had ended it and confessing his regret. He insisted his feelings for her were real, that it hadn't been only physical. Mark kept control but slammed the door in his face, his thoughts spinning. The audacity reignited the pain, yet also planted a seed of doubt. Was Jenna truly remorseful, or was there more she hadn't revealed? Mark never told Jenna about Chris's visit, choosing instead to let the anger fuel his determination. He pressed forward with the divorce, selling the house and dividing assets. Jenna didn't resist, silenced by guilt. They co-parented Liam, though his confusion about having two homes broke Mark's heart. He buried himself in work and fatherhood, clinging to moments of joy in Liam's laughter. Jenna continued therapy, working on herself, but Mark's trust remained shattered. The memory of Chris at his door was like a fresh wound. At a friend's suggestion, Mark agreed to counseling, not for reconciliation, but to navigate co-parenting more smoothly. He attended reluctantly, while Jenna poured out her regret, admitting she had felt unseen in their marriage. Mark acknowledged his part. His relentless focus on work had left her feeling isolated, but the affair was a choice he could not excuse. Together, they set firm boundaries. No involvement with past lovers, complete honesty for Liam's sake. Still, Mark struggled to soften. Chris's visit echoed in his mind. Yet, as Jenna consistently showed up for Liam and respected the space Mark demanded, some of his walls began to crack. Months later, at Liam's school play, they sat rows apart, clapping proudly as their son bowed. By then, the divorce was final, a casualty of betrayal and the intrusion of Chris. Slowly, Mark began to heal. Coaching Liam's soccer team and rediscovering hobbies gave him back pieces of himself. Jenna worked on personal growth, hoping one day to earn at least Mark's respect, if not his love. Liam's resilience kept them bound together, a fragile link to their past. Chris's knock had been the breaking point, but it had also clarified Mark's strength. He could move forward without her. Peace came to Mark in small, quiet moments, building blanket forts with Liam, laughing at his son's jokes. Though Jenna's affair had shattered his trust, Chris's visit had shown him his own resilience. He dipped cautiously into dating, wary of further wounds. Jenna, meanwhile, rebuilt her life, advancing in her career and continuing therapy. They were not friends, But neither were they enemies, bound only by their love for Liam. The family home was gone, replaced by two separate lives and parallel paths toward healing. At Liam's birthday party, Mark and Jenna stood on opposite sides of the room, watching their son blow out candles. The betrayal, the divorce, and Chris's unwelcome knock remained scars they carried. But Mark knew his decision to end the marriage had been about self-respect, not vengeance. Chris's intrusion had sealed that truth. Now, Liam's happiness was their shared mission, the reason they pressed forward despite the pain. Their marriage was gone, but their devotion to their son endured. In a quiet moment, watching Liam, Mark felt both scarred and full-hearted. Jenna's betrayal had broken them, but Chris's visit had reminded Mark of his worth. He was rebuilding, not only for Liam, but for himself. Out of the ashes of broken trust, he was forging a new life.